Hey, what's up guys, Shuckle King here, bringing you week 6 for NCP, and this week we are facing it off against probably my best friend in the community, Leo, 6Fthax. It's going to be a great battle. We're both fighting to get this win, because we're both 2-3 right now, so one of us will be in 3-3 and decent chance to make playoffs. The other person's going to be a pretty rough position to make playoffs, definitely possible, but it's going to be tough, so it's going to be a good battle for sure. Before I get into this, make sure you guys consider giving a subscription to the channel. Greatly appreciate all the support everyone's been giving me. So, yeah, Leo's had a little bit of a rough season. I guess kind of similar to me in my regards. I feel like mine are a little bit self-inflicted wounds, but it is what it is. So, Leo has a pretty cool team. Really a top 8 Pokemon that are, like, really great. And then 3 mons that are kind of situational niche, though I do like his lower point mons as well. So, probably from most threatening would be the Gengar. Gengar have pretty limited switch-ins too. Latios speed ties, but that's unreliable. If it's Scarf Gengar, it would outspeed and kill my Blacephalon and my Darmanitan if it hit the Focus Blast. That's kind of unfortunate. Tapu Fini gets hit pretty hard. Really only Scizor and Regigigas kind of take it on reliably. Regirock is okay in that role, but not against Focus Blast. So, and Focus Blast even hits the Regigigas. So really only Scizor is probably the most reliable thing to take it on. And that beats everything except for Jolteon. So I either see it being Scarfed or Life Orb in this game. Melmetal, I mean, it's just a great mon. Going to be annoying. Again, Scizor kind of takes it on, but I think Scizor probably has to take on the Gengar this game more so than to take on the Melmetal. And Tangrowth kind of takes it on, but honestly, Banded Twig KOs me anyway. And I imagine Leo's going to run speed in his Melmetal at speed of Tangrowth anyway. So definitely annoying, though 4 Rocky Helmet hits on the Melmetal is something I would also take. Could also be Iron Defense Body Press. That's another set. And like that's why I don't have Scizor as physically defensive, because Melmetal can still at least somewhat beat that set. Next Pokemon I have is the Victini is the third most threatening. Again, pretty fast. Blacephalon outspeeds, but I don't kill with Scarf Shadow Ball, so that's something to note. I do want to get some chip on that. Cost me a little bit of a bulkier spread, I suppose. Scarf to outspeed a Darmanitan and do decent damage to Latios is something I could also see. Probably going to be Scarf Gengar or Scarf Victini in this game. Fini takes it on pretty well, and Regirock is pretty much a hard counter. Swampert, just a general fairly nice bulky mon. My grass is Tangrowth, and Swampert outspeeds and flip turns in theory. I don't know if he'd risk that, but Swampert's just a pretty decent defensive answer. It could take Scarf Darm hits, take Specs plus Blacephalon hits. It actually takes 2 Specs Shadow Balls if it's a special defensive Swampert, even with rocks up. So pretty solid wall there. Porygon 2, another wall that I could take. I could see Swampert, Porygon 2 as the combo there, especially because they both had momentum. So that's a nice combo. Porygon 2 is even more reliable to take on the Blacephalon, I would say. Not as good to take on the Darmanitan, especially if I'm banded. Porygon 2 also handles the Latios, unless I'm like Specs, Aura Sphere, or like Trick Scarf. Could be options. But I think Swampert's a little bit of a better wall than Porygon 2. And then Weavile. Weavile is just fast. Outspeeds the Latios, outspeeds the Blacephalon. Doesn't do much against a Scarf Dorm or like Tapu Fini or like even Scizor, but I think just the speed alone is probably enough reason to bring it. Rotom-Mow could come. I don't see it as likely, but it is a pretty good answer to Tapu Fini. So if you want a Tapu Fini answer, I could definitely see that coming. So like Scizor, Latios handle it. Rotom-Mow as well as what's the other mon? Gengar could also be Will-O-Wisp. I'm kind of worried about a Will-O-Wisp Gengar, but I do have Fini terrain, so you've got to watch out for that. But Will-O-Wisp and Rotom-Mow would be a little bit annoying for like the Scizor if that's my switch into it. Uxie, just a general decent bulky wall. Could come. I see it's less likely out of the 8 decent mons that come. Sandslash could come for spikes, but I doubt with the 3 defoggers I have. Ninjask is fast, and I would outspeed like a Scarf Latios if he's concerned about that. Otherwise, it seems kind of niche in this game. And Throw, I have a Fini, which should pretty much hard wall it. Latios does well against it. Darm would 2-hit KO it, if not OHKO it. Just don't see that mon coming. So, some Pokemon I thought that were pretty good in this matchup. Pangoro is actually like super great. And with the Scrappy ability, it will actually be able to cut close combats fairly free, because Gengar gets to a KO by close combat. With Scrappy, I'll be able to hit it as long as it's not Choice Scarf or like physically defensive, I suppose. Or if I don't get Curse Bodied, then I would 2 KO, which is great. Other mons that I felt were pretty good, Scizor, I feel like it's a must bring just because of the Gengar would be pretty annoying outside of that. Other than that, like Finny could also maybe win late game, but we'll see. So first Pokemon I have is a Toy Scarf Pangoro, knockoff, close combat, bullet punch, parting shot. Really, knockoff, close combat are the only moves I need in this game. Knockoff hitting like the P2 to make it a lot easier to kill later, the Victini and the Uxie. I don't believe Scarf knockoff kills Victini. I'm not entirely sure, but it's pretty close, especially after like a little bit of chip damage. I definitely would. And close combat does decent knockoff does decent damage to the Uxie. Close combat hits everything probably close to a Twig KO. Like it probably does into a KO. Physically a defensive Swampert, but if I get a knockoff on it, then it's a lot easier to take on later. Last two moves, Bullet Punch. Hopefully it adds speed. Weavile Ice Shard. I do have Max, which kind of looks weird on the Pangoro, but it speed creeps my Latios. So I could see Leo's Weavile. I think Weavile barely misses out on outspeeding Latios, so he probably has to run Jolly, and probably just runs enough speed to outspeed the Latios, but I'm running enough speed of my Pangoro to add speed Weavile, add speeding my Latios. So hopefully that creep comes to play. I figured like the tiny extra bulk probably isn't going to make a difference with this. So Bullet Punch might be able to add speed like a +2 Weavile, and that would be great. Last move, Parting Shot. Actually did change this. I completely changed this set actually. So the first Pokemon we have is Pangoro, knockoff, close combat, Storm Throw, Parting Shot. So the first Pokemon I have is the Pangoro. Scarf, knockoff, close combat, Storm Throw, Parting Shot. Really, I only need to click knockoff, close combat. They hit the combination of everything on the team pretty well. Knockoff, hitting the Victini. Don't believe it kills, but it does a lot of damage. Uxie and getting rid of an item on Porygon 2. Close combat with Scrappy allows me to hit ghost types. So I will be able to 2-hit KO to Gengar with close combat, unless if it's Scarfed or unless he's like physically defensive, which I would doubt, or if it's if I get a Cursed Body at a close combat, that'd be unfortunate. But yeah, Pangoro just seems nice to click Scarf moves this game. Storm Throw, in case the Melmetal's Iron Defense, I'll be able to do like a decent 40 to 50% to max defensive Melmetal. If it becomes problematic, because I could see it being a little problematic. Parting Shot, in general, just if I don't want to predict, I just go for it. I don't really see Parting Shot coming that often, but it's not that bad. It allows me to get in other Pokemon, I suppose. Next, I have the Special Defensive Scizor that I said was pretty much a must-bring to take on Gengar. I do live 2 Life Orb hits. If rocks are up, I have a chance to get 2 KO'd by Life Orb Shadow Ball, which is just crazy, but I take it okay. Knock off U-Turn, Roost, Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch doing decent damage, including to like the Weavile. Knock off to get rid of Gengar items and just items in general, like a Porygon 2. That'd be great. Though knockoff with Scizor is going to weaken my Pangoro knockoffs later on, ideally I just want to click close combat every time I bring the Pangoro, so if I get knockoffs, that's honestly fine. And U-Turn for general momentum. Not too much to go with this set. I do have no speed. Maybe I outslow the Swampert and might be able to get a Switch Initiative, which would kind of be nice. The downside is if it's a speedy Melmetal, he would add speed and go for double Iron Bashes, potentially. I would doubt it, but it could be a chance, and then I could get flinched there. So just something I do have to watch out for. Next Pokemon I have is Tapu Fini. Taunt, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Scald. So actually, this is this set. With Surf instead of Scald. I was debating between Scald and Surf. Scald would have been nice to get Burns on the Rotom Mow if it's a potential switch in, but I'm not as convinced Rotom is going to come, and even then I probably need a dead or pretty weakened in order for Tapu Fini to be pretty effective. Rotom is probably the biggest thing in a way. With the Calm Mind and the Special Defense investment, I do take 2 Life Orb Sludge Waves from Gengar if I'm at +1 Calm Mind, which is kind of crazy and shows how strong Tapu Fini is. I don't know if I'd necessarily want to trade Fini for Gengar in that instance, but it's definitely something that could happen. Surf also just does a little bit more damage. It actually kills the Melmetal. If I get 4 Rocky Helmet hits on the Melmetal, a +1 Surf would kill the max Special Defensive Melmetal. That's like the circumstance I had there. So it's gold. I needed a little bit of special attack investment for that instance. Surf, I don't need that. Taunt for like the Yuxi would add speed, but otherwise like for Porygon 2 as well, so it can recover or teleport on me, which would be great. Calm Mind just to set up. Doesn't have a whole lot to break. You have Victini with a like Fusion Bolt, or Bolt Strike, but I'm gonna kill it Surf, and I'm not gonna die to a Bolt Strike from a Victini. Rotom-Mow hits me super effectively. I'd have to figure out ways around that, and Gengar hits me super effectively. So if those mons are weakened, then I'm in pretty decent shape. Melmetal can also be a little bit annoying if it's healthy, so I don't think I want to set up with the Finny until Melmetal is a lot more weakened. Next Pokemon I have is the Tangrowth. Focus Blast, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain knockoff with Rocky Helmet. A decent amount of speed. This will outspeed all adamant Melmetals, which I could see him being like a fast Melmetal, maybe even Choice Banded, and that would 2-hit KO even max defensive Tangrowth. That's how strong the Melmetal is. But I would outspeed Adamant. If it's Jolly, then so be it. It's not going to hit as hard. It would still 2-hit KO my Tangrowth, though, unfortunately, if he's banded Jolly. But I don't think I really see that coming. I don't think he expects me to run this much speed in my Tangrowth. It's also kind of nice to deal decent damage to the Porygon 2 if it doesn't teleport, or the Swampert. I would outspeed if he predicts like me being a slow Tangrowth, and he could just go for a flip turn if it's Tangrowth versus Swampert. He probably shouldn't risk that, but it's something he probably feels pretty safe on risking, that I wouldn't outspeed the Swampert. So it's an instance that could happen. Focus Blast does like 40-ish% to Porygon 2 if it's knocked off, which is great. And I do like, if it's max attack, max speed Melmetal, then I would kill with Focus Blast after it goes for double Iron Bashing. It's 2 Rocky Helmet hits. For special defensive, I do like 50-ish%, but that's honestly good enough damage. Sludge Bomb to hit the Rotom-Mow. I don't have a ton to hit the Rotom-Mow, but it's a way to hit it. Giga Drain for general recovery and stab, and knock off again to get rid of items, so that way my Pangoro can just click close combats. This can also take, I believe it takes a banded Weavile. No, it doesn't take banded Weavile Triple Axle, but it takes non-banded Weavile Triple Axle in a pinch if I really had to. Doesn't seem the most ideal, but it could. Next I have Regirock. Special defensive. This still takes on the Victini really well, so that's not the biggest deal. Grass Knot does decent damage. At least I'll be getting Rocky Helmet Chip on it. I probably lead with Regirock turn 1 and get Rocks up. That seems like a fine exchange. With the instance, if Porygon 2 doesn't come, then I'm going to lead with something else, but you'll see with the last Pokemon I bring. But Stealth Rock, Drain Punch for general recovery, Earthquake to hit the Victini, and I don't have to miss like a Rock Slide or something. An Earthquake hits the Gengar a lot harder than a Rock Slide or Stone Edge would, and I can't miss, so that's a pretty good combo there. Regirock is like a secondary Gengar answer, though I don't take 2 Life or Focus Blast or Energy Balls, but I do take at least 2 like Shadow Balls or a combination of Shadow Ball plus a Focus Blast, so I'm definitely okay with that exchange if I can trade my Regirock for a Gengar. Toxic, I guess, for the Porygon 2, or like a Yuxi if it's like a Calm Mind Yuxi, that could be a little bit annoying, so just ways to hit it. Or like if I predict the Rotom-Mow to come in, I can go for Toxic on it. Last Pokemon I have is Blacephalon, Power Herb, Solar Beam. Hopefully this works and catches the Swampert. The thing is, Porygon 2 is also pretty decent answer in the Blacephalon, but I have a lot of ways to hit the Porygon. Literally, all 5 Pokemon on my team outside of Blacephalon can kill the Porygon one-on-one for the most part. If it's like Toxic Porygon 2, that could be a little bit annoying, but otherwise, everything on my team at least hits it pretty hard, so I could see this doing okay damage. And even if like Porygon 2 is knocked off, Fire Blast is doing okay damage if Violet is knocked off. Flame Charge, if I get +1 speed boost, seems like a pretty decent position. The speed allows me to outspeed Victini and all Ninjasks, unless it goes for Protect. Again, that's pretty situational, but it could happen, and didn't really need the speed for much else. I don't outspeed Gengar if it's Scarfed, if I get a +1 Flame Charge, but otherwise, if he's not Scarfed, then I do outspeed it, which is great. Hopefully I can rack up some Beast Boost and get kills in late game sweep this as well. And he might expect you to be Scarfed. So if I lead Blacephalon Scarfed, he could go into Porygon 2. It could be risky, because I could be lead trick Blacephalon and then trick the Porygon 2, and that's pretty much useless, which would be great if that happened. So I feel like Swampert's probably a little bit of a safer play if Blacephalon's in, and I either go for Fire Blast or Shadow Ball, depending on the circumstance. And then I can go for Solar Beam and kill in return, because Blacephalon doesn't kill max special defensive Swampert with 2 Shadow Balls. So if he's special defensive Swampert to take on my, like, I guess, Finny if it's a Roar set, or to take on the Blacephalon, then I could kill with Solar Beam, even if it is max special defense, and that'd be great. And I don't see Swampert being Rindo this game. I think you'd prefer leftovers. So, yeah, it's my team. Let's get right into the game. Okay, so he does not have Yuxi and Rotomo and the other 3 irrelevant mons. Basically what I expected here. So Pangoro is a decent lead, just to get chip off on something. I expect either Victini or Swampert to be the lead. If that's the case, my Blacephalon is pretty nice in that role. I don't kill Victini with Shadow Ball, but I do a lot of damage, and he doesn't kill me in return unless he's like a banded hit. I'm going to probably go with that, and if he leads Swampert, then I get a kill. He could definitely predict my, Red Rock to lead turn 1 and just get rocks up. So in that instance, it's risky again with this Blacephalon, but if I can get it like with this Swampert and me not switching into Swampert, then I think I'm in pretty decent position. Again, Leo and I, we both don't have to win this game, but it's definitely a lot easier for us to make playoffs if we win this game as opposed to not winning this game. So let's see what he leads off with. Team player, Swampert. Nice. So Blacephalon kills Swampert with Solar Beam. Turn 1. That's pretty easy. No way he's Rindo Berry. There'd be no reason to run Rindo Berry with my team. Boy, you're going to take on a Tangrowth hit? Like, why would you stay in anyway? That doesn't make any sense. So I think he's going to just lead to get rocks up. And I kill with Solar Beam, even if it's max special defensive. I suppose I should get this up just in case. I could also be a trick set, but I don't think he's I don't think he would be afraid of that. And if I am a trick set, then I trick here, he wouldn't go into Porygon too. So yep, Solar Beam goes off. Power Herb should kill it. I do have Power Herb, right? I do have Power Herb. Is Rindo Berry a thing? No. Okay, so Swampert's dead. Turn 1. That's great. Lots of it Sash. Alright, awesome. Swampert is dead. That is pretty nice. Swampert wasn't the most threatening thing in the world in my team, honestly, but the fact that I don't have to deal with rocks this game is definitely great. So, yeah, let's get rid of this Swampert off the layout. So 6v5, I like this exchange. Porygon comes out. Porygon 2, +1 special attack. It's kind of weird a Gengar didn't come out here. Foul Play would kill me. And that has to be why he went into it. So, I think I'm fine going into my Regirock here. The worst he goes for Foul Play and I get a little bit of chip damage. The best he stays in, goes for whatever, and then I get rocks up. Yeah, I'm very happy with this position, killing the Swampert turn 1. I'm glad I went with the with that play there. Thunderbolt. Okay. Does 45 damage? That seems like a pretty decent amount. Thunderbolt, 45 damage, Analytic. And like no speed Porygon. So some special attack on this. Unless if I missed it was download. Yeah, I'm fine just getting rocks up here. Ice Beam? Okay. 142 down to 108. 142 minus 108. 34 damage with Ice Beam. How much damage I say? 34. So maybe he did get the special attack boost. I honestly didn't pay attention. No, he didn't get a special attack boost because it would have done more damage otherwise. So just a special attacking based Porygon too. My Regirock is weakened, which is unfortunate for the Victini for sure. Do I Drain Punch? I recover like close to the damage that he's doing to me. If he's special defensive, anyway. Let's see. Thunderbolt is doing 108 down to 69. Nice. 39 damage, and I'm doing 25% return with Drain Punch. So pretty physically defensive. So like Fizz D base Porygon 2. I mean, it shouldn't be able to do anything to my Scizorb, so I'm gonna go into that. Gengar might be a little bit more problematic. We'll see what he does. Teleport, okay. Going to Victini. Yeah, Victini's gonna be a little bit more annoying for sure. I mean, Finny as like a backup answer is always fine, and my Blacephalon is still at full health, so I'm like not in the worst case there. I do have Rocks up, which is nice. And he doesn't have any removal, so. Yep, pretty easy answer here. Pretty easy for me to go into my Regirock. Could sub or something, that would be annoying for sure. Especially because my, he'll be able to kill me here. Thunder, okay. 93 down to 53. 40 damage. Guess the Parax, he's lucky, of course. Thunder. Level 50. Did 40 damage. So like, max special attack, Victini. I guess I go for a Toxic here. Energy Ball? Okay. Switches up moves. Oh, it's a Boots, Victini. Okay, so do I go into Pangoro? Pangoro doesn't kill a knockoff Blacephalon. Also, Blacephalon doesn't kill a Shadow Ball, but I think I go into Pangoro here and go for a knockoff. I'll get it pretty weak, and then I can get a get in my Blacephalon. Honestly, going for Fire Blast is kind of nice. So what's it called? See, I'm gonna go for a knockoff here. I probably die to a Dazzling Gleam or something, because he should be able to live this hit. Oh, he just dies. Might be my minus defense nature. Okay, awesome. Yeah, because that shouldn't have killed, unless he was minus defense. Or it was a roll. It was 92 to 110. So definitely a chance I could have killed there. Or it's minus defense. So he has Victini down, and what is it? What is down for me? The Regirock is down. I go into my Tangrowth here. And we'll see if this Bandit or what the damage is. Double Iron Bash. 207, so that's 40 damage. That's like nothing. Yeah, it's like no attack. Yeah, so no attack, no attack, no metal. So it's going to be a Iron Defense set. Doesn't really have a switch in to knock off, so I'm going to go for it. Gengar could be a switch in, but he's predicting me to go for Focus Blast. He is leftovers, too. Leftovers, Metal. Yeah, I really like the position I'm in this game. No leftovers for you. Iron Defense. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Focus Blast should kill. Blacephalon also kills. I have two chances to hit Focus Blast, so I should live one Body Press. Honestly, I could go into Blacephalon here, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I just go for Focus Blast. Gengar could also come out, but I have Scizor, and I'm going to miss both. Definitely unfortunate. Oh, but he's going to give me even more damage on him. Yeah, definitely unfortunate that I missed 2 of Focus Blast there. Let's see, Blacephalon, Porygon 2. It's not special defensive. Fire Blast has a chance at 2-hit KO. Pangoro is also pretty free to just click Close Combat. Yeah. But yeah, what's he gonna do to that? He can't go Gengar. Well, he could go Gengar, but he's going to take over half, and I can knock off pretty easily here. Yeah, I'm just going for Close Combat and claiming my kill. I mean, Gengar would be the only reason why you don't claim a kill here, but I don't think there's any reason why you wouldn't. Just let this die. So, Tangrowth is down. Unfortunately, I missed 2 Focus Blasts, but it is what it is. The Melmetal is down, so still like the position that I'm in. What is it? The Victini is dead, and the Melmetal is dead. And the Swampert. Write that down over here. What is that right now? The Gengar. I do a lot of damage. There's no reason for me to not to go into my Scizor. He could be like a sub Will-O-Wisp set or something. I definitely see that. It's a possibility. Could also be Life Orb. Shadow Ball. Let's see. Is it Specs? But he gets a special defense drop, of course. He has Life Orb. $177. 82 damage. I think I sack off my my Blacephalon here. Yeah, it's just max speed, max special attack Gengar. That's pretty unfortunate. I probably go for Roost, I guess. I also get another Life Orb hit on it, which is nice. I think I just come back with Scizor and Roost up. Though, no, it's, yeah, I think I just go into Scizor. Pangoro was a play and just knockoff. Weavile could come in and I guess be a little bit annoying if it's like SD set. Let's see. Shadow Ball. Is he going to get a crit? Nope. No special defense drop, which is great. Yeah, that special defense drop is going to be scary if he is it. I go for Roost again. At very worst, I can go into my my Pangoro here. But what died? Blacephalon. It's a 3-on-3. Still likes position though. He is sub. Pain Split. Will-O-Wisp. I'll go for a knockoff here just to not show Bullet Punch. There'd be no reason why I'm not Bullet Punch though. And I don't care if my my knockoff gets Curse Bodied. Looks like it's gonna be a quicker battle for sure, which is definitely a change of pace for us. Pain Split? Yeah, it's fine. I should be fine anyway. Gets a decent amount of recovery back. Sub, Pain Split, Shadow Ball. Sludge Bomb has to be the other move. Again, I don't think think there's any reason for me not to roost. You could sub here. Shadow Balls. Okay. Special defense drop comes off. Let's see. -1. Does 133 max with Shadow Ball. So I think I go for a Bullet Punch if he's going to go for a sub here. And then I can go for a Bullet Punch in the following turn. You could predict me to switch out, I suppose. Going into like Pangoro or something, because I did get the special defense drop, but I do live 1 hit. Again, unless if I get crit. But even then, even if I get this Bullet Punch off and he crit kills me, I just bring in my Pangoro and I should be in decent position with close combats, and it would be probably a 2-0 at that point. I just know the Porygon 2 is like physically defensive, but not fully physically defensive. Do a good hit, Curse Body. He goes for Shadow Ball. Okay. He'll be able to beat me, actually. That's annoying. You get that Curse Body at that point. But I think I just go for knockoff here and just bring in my Pangoro. My Pangoro to Porygon 2 kills. Storm Throw doesn't do enough damage. Yeah, this is gonna be a little annoying. I think I go for close combat here. Weavile could add speed depending on the speed investment. And low kick could kill me. Could kill me from this range. It shouldn't kill me at +2, so I think I'm okay going into my Finny here on the Weavile. Yeah, Weavile's coming out. So it definitely could be banded. It's not boots. Could be Life Orb, and I might not kill with my Pangoro on the Porygon too. Man, I got a little bit unlucky in this game, but I think I still have a decent chance to win. I mean, I did give myself chances to get Spadef drop with the Scizor and all that, but I think it was my best play, honestly. And I was able to take out the Gengar, essentially, with it. Poison Jab shouldn't do enough damage. Yeah. 77 damage. Poison Jab to top of Finny. 77. So he's adamant. My Draining Kiss here. Yeah, he's adamant. So I can go into my... I could also go into my Pangoro. Because Poison Jab is not going to kill. It's, well, it could be Scarfed. Could be Scarfed. Adamant Scarf. Weavile. It's a possibility. I don't think I care if he goes for Thunderbolts here. I think I just go for a Taunt. To make sure he doesn't recover up. It's Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Recover, Teleport. So like that's not doing a whole lot of damage to my Pangoro anyway. That's a lot of damage. Pangoro, Porygon. Two. Yeah, this is a tough call because my I guess I gotta think this out a little bit because I'm in range of Poison Jab. Pangoro. Level 50. It has to have some special attack investment. How much does Weavile do? It's like Adamant, Poison Jab. Does like 40%. So does Porygon 2 do that much damage to me? I think I go into my Pangoro here. Maybe that was a bad play. Yeah, this is a weird Porygon set. If he does 60% to me, I think I lose. But I don't think it's going to do 60%. 82 damage. Alright, so I have a little bit of time. 171 minus 82 is 89 damage. So it's Analytic, Thunderbolt, did 89 damage. So it's like modest. So Pangoro, Storm Throw, Eviolite, I should kill. And I don't think Scarf Poison Jab should kill me in return. Okay, good. Whew, I think I win this game. That was definitely risky there. That was a weird Porygon set. Maybe my damage rolls were off earlier. Weavile is Adamant for sure. So if it's Choice Scarf, I can also go for Icicle Crashes and try to get flinches. Poison Jab does 69% max. And Bullet Punch has a better chance to not kill than kill, so I don't think it makes sense for me to switch into my Finny. Okay, it's not even Scarfed, so. Alright, so I win 2-0. Oh gosh, I made that a little bit riskier than I needed to, but yeah, I knew it was Adamant Weavile based on the damage it did before, so that was good to check the calcs there, but I will take, yeah, that was good. I crept with my Pangoro to make sure I was creeping Weavile, creeping Latios, so I guess I got that speed creep right. Yeah, because Adamant wouldn't have outspeed Latios, but I guess Ice Shard does a lot of damage anyway. Yeah, but that was a weird set, because if he was Scarfed... Let me make sure. Yeah, Latios is... If I'm max speed, 110. Weavile, Adamant... Yeah, it doesn't outspeed Latios by 1. And if I bring Latios, I'm going to bring max... Normally would bring max speed at Speed Type Gengar, worst case. So, that seemed like a weird set, but I will take this 2-0 win. It should have been... I feel like it should have been more, honestly, but... I'll take it. I'll be at 3-3, and then hopefully we can get a little bit on a roll here. But, yeah, good game though, Leo. Great friend. Make sure you check him out for sure. But until next time, later, guys.